Hello everyone, welcome back to This Day in Weather. If you're just joining this channel, this is where you can learn about weather events that occurred in the United States on the date the video was posted in years past. Today is April 9th. On this day in 1919, the southern Great Plains were affected by an outbreak of a dozen tornadoes. The outbreak produced numerous strong tornadoes, mainly in portions of North and East Texas. The entire outbreak occurred overnight and produced at least 7 intense deadly tornadoes. The deadliest tornado was an F4 that tore a 50-mile path through Wood, Camp, and Titus counties in Texas. Rural communities were destroyed, along with numerous homes. A continuous 1-mile wide swath of intense damage was reported. 24 people were killed and 100 others were injured. 11 of the deaths and 60 of the injuries were in Wood County. Damage totaled $450,000 1919 United States dollars, but over a century later in 2025 United States dollars, over $8.2 million would be needed to equate to that. The next deadliest tornado was an F4 that tore a 30-mile path through Collin and Fannin counties in Texas. This violent tornado killed 18 people and injured 60 others. It moves north-northeastward and due north at times and caused destruction in rural communities, including Blue Ridge, Delba, Trenton, and Ector. Near Blue Ridge, 6 members of one family out of 8 lost their lives, while in Ector, 2 boys lost their lives when they were running from the tornado in a field. 25% of Ravenna was destroyed. Many small farmhouses were destroyed, and damages totaled $200,000 1919 United States dollars, but over a century later in 2025 United States dollars, over $3.6 million would be needed to equate to that. At least 9 other people lost their lives in southern Oklahoma in an F3 tornado, while 8 others lost their lives in a long-lived F3 tornado that started in East Texas and crossed into Arkansas. The whole outbreak caused 92 fatalities and 412 injuries. On this day in 1947, portions of the southern Great Plains were affected by a significant catastrophic tornado outbreak. The outbreak produced anywhere from 12 to 17 tornadoes, many of which were significant and continued through the 11th. On the 9th, a series of related tornadoes spawned by a single supercell, dubbed the Glazier, Higgins, Woodward tornadoes, swept through the states of Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. The outbreak caused at least 185 fatalities, at least 990 injuries, and over $10 million 1947 United States dollars in damage, which would equate to over $142.4 million in 2025 United States dollars. Most of the destruction, fatalities, and injuries came from one large tornado known as the Glazier-Higgins-Woodward tornado. That tornado traveled 98 miles from Texas to Oklahoma and started over the South Plains. This event was up to nearly 2 miles wide and was originally thought to have traveled a 198 to 221 mile path, but later research suggests it was part of a 125 to 170 mile long family of 9 or 10 tornadoes. The tornado was first confirmed near Canadian, Texas, and first struck the tiny town of Glazier, Texas. Most structures in town were completely swept away and scattered. Vehicles in the area were thrown hundreds of yards and mangled, shrubbery was debarked, and ground scouring occurred. Glazier was completely destroyed. 17 people were killed there. The tornado then entered Higgins, Texas, which is on the Texas-Oklahoma border. Higgins was also devastated. 51 people were killed there. Much of downtown Higgins was completely demolished, and entire rows of homes were swept away. The tornado then entered Oklahoma and did its worst damage. 6 more people were killed when the tornado swept away around 60 ranches and farms south of Shattuck, Gage, and Fargo. The tornado then moved into Woodward and caused catastrophic damage and killed an estimated 107 people. The tornado destroyed 100 city blocks and leveled or swept away many homes and businesses. As the tornado struck the town's power plant, a 20-ton steel boiler tank was lofted and thrown a block and a half. Large trees suffered severe debarking as well. just west of Alva in Woods County. The tornado finally dissipated, but not before 36 homes were wrecked and 30 people were injured. In all, the tornado was the sixth deadliest in the United States, with a total of 184 people losing their lives and 980 others suffering injuries. The tornado also destroyed 626 homes and damaged 920 others. On this day in 2015, an EF4 tornado took a 30-mile path near Rochelle and Fairdale, Illinois. The National Weather Service office in Chicago noted the estimated wind speed was 200 miles per hour. 2 people were killed and 22 others were injured. The tornado stripped and debarked trees, scoured the ground, and swept away several well-built homes. That will close up this edition of This Day in Weather, but be sure to stay tuned in because whenever there's a new video, you will learn about weather events that occurred in the United States on the date the video was posted in years past. Please hit the thumbs up button to like this video. Please hit the subscribe button to be sure to never miss a new video. If you're just joining this channel, please check out all the other videos I haven't posted on this channel. And please check out my Patreon at patreon.com/c/thisdayinweather for more content.